What up guys, Rance90, welcome to more iRacing. As you can see, I am running, and well, as you can see from the thumbnail, I am racing, not really racing, I'm driving, the Lotus 79, and we are at Barber Motorsports Park, practicing for the upcoming races this weekend. Well, one race, because I can do one race. So, we did one race previously. At Road America, very, very high SOF. We were basically the second last car on the grid, so that was pretty an eye-opener because I'm not used to being the second last car on the grid. At basically 3,000 and below that right now, so 29.10 or so. But still, nonetheless, it was pretty shocking. I was a high car number that race because I was relatively slow. I was battling back markers basically for second last place. So that was an interesting experience. So now we're on to Barber. I did not really like the Road America setup, so I wasn't really bothered, and I was more focused on getting to the finish. So. Barber will kind of be the same thing, just trying to get to the finish. So I guess we can start with talking about the car itself, because Barber as a track, if you've seen older videos that I've made, I have raced Barber, I've raced IndyCar. I don't know if I have videos from other series, but I believe I have raced them. Yeah, I'm not exactly. So in the Lotus 79, I think obviously it's different from an IndyCar, but they're both pretty high level motors, and challenging motors like that. So I don't think what's the word? I forgot the word. The ability to adapt to the Lotus 79. There's that whole mumble jumble, you could probably put it in one word, and I can't think of it right now, so I'm just gonna say that. So racing the 79 and practicing, kind of learned a bit more. Really likes understeering on entry, kind of like Indy, but also really likes oversteering on exit, which is also kind of like Indy. But with Indy, obviously outside of experience, it seems to be a bit more tools to have make the car planted throughout the race. So with the 79, it's kind of a lot like that, because I just take turn off Fritch's cue set, and I just add the fuel, add the adjust the ride heights, and adjust the differentials and stuff. Those are really the only things. So I can kind of understand how the car does get quite close on the exit, especially the last corner of Barber. So we'll kind of see how the race goes from there. So I guess you could say I've noticed several differences between the 79 and Indy at Barber. First off is the deeper corner entries, especially in the roller coaster turns. I seem to be able
that was 115.1. That puts you 0.1 off the pace. Sector 3 time is quick.
A lot of downforce in the IndyCar. So, but I think I almost get past the curve, the left-hand curve on the first part of the roller coaster, and then I kind of brake, downshift, and then I go over that little hill crest thing, right in. So
Sector 1 time's okay.
You will not be able to do that in IndyCar. You will die because you're just the speeds are just way too high to take that kind of line. So that was quite enjoyable how fast and how much on throttle you are in 79. So one other thing is that I've kind of trying to adapt to a different driving style. I know it seems really,
Sector 2 is 9.4 seconds off the pace.
A different car, you should adapt to a different driving style because it's different, right? But still, given I just have so much experience in Indy that at least to begin with, I would like to move from more of an Indy style.
Sector 3 time is fast. That lap was at 124.1. You're currently 9.1 seconds off the leader's pace.
Process already. That just goes. Let's just start with how I race the car, because Indy, I'm pretty chill and laid back. It's kind of a weird thing to say, just because of how competitive I am. But I tend to drive really smooth in an Indy car. So, but in the 79, I'm not. I'm really aggressive. I'm aggressive on entry. I want to make sure that everything's like perfect. I hit my apexes perfectly. I get on throttle at the right time. There's a lot less of me trying to guide the car.
You need to find a tent in Sector 2.
Where I do guide it a little bit. Because, as I said before, my priority in Indy is to drive smooth, limit my inputs, versus Lotus 79, where I'm using my right hand to shift between the gears and just using my left hand to steer. It's really demanding. Obviously, sim racing.
That last lap was at 118.1. You're now 3.1 off the pace. Sector 3 time is quick.
I don't know how often 79 races at a place like Ohio, which also has a lot of elevation, but Barber is probably the one track with, I don't know if it's the most elevation, but if it's not the most, it's still a heck of a lot. So it is exhausting, and the race itself is going to be pretty something like that.
Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace.
Track, so it's quite of an eye opener just to see my own transformation from a view of reflection after passing and whatnot. So
Sector 2 time is good.
Is the setup. So our side is probably the largest IndyCar team on iRacing. So one of my teammates, Zach Renke, used to race CTC in the 79 series.
Sector 3 is 3.3 seconds off the pace. You've just done a 115.4. That puts you 0.4 off the leader's pace.
Last season before Zach took his usual break from iRacing. Anyways, he was talking about how crucial one aspect of the setup is, especially ride heights. So just because of the
Sector 1 is quick.
So I kind of dealt with that a little bit at Road America. So the setup that I used probably wasn't ideal. I honestly didn't like it that much. It did not fit my driving style at all. So that setup, I felt that it was too low to the ground, and I was literally feeling every
Sector 2 time is quick.
And I felt that I still do think that the ride heights were way too low. I just never changed it just because of a lack of time. So, but I also did go the other way and try and raise the ride heights. But what that caused was I thought that I was going even slower than me just hitting.
That was at 114.9. Good lap. That's your quickest today. You're 2/10 off the pace in Sector 3.
On iRacing, so yeah, I just couldn't get the ride heights right, which I guess you could say was the reason why I just wasn't really that fast. I wasn't very confident. Like if I had a second go at Road America, I would probably do something different. So one other thing is that in Indy we are pretty used to the aero calculator, so we know the amount of front downforce, we know rear downforce, so we kind of know the balance between increasing both percentages to maintain the same downforce percentage and adjust the downforce to drag ratio. So we do not have that in the 79. So from what I've seen, we have front wing, we have over here, but we have a little bit of calculation. So I'm not exactly sure
Sector 2 time is okay.
Percentages, and I feel that does make things a little bit harder, just because I don't don't exactly know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of clicking things, right? So at least with the error calculator, I have a number in mind, and I know what, and I can use that number to compare, let's say, with different weather. Because
that lap was at 114.7. That's your quickest lap. Sector 3 is 0.3 off the pace.
Unless you practice a lot in different weather conditions, which I don't do that. I'm not a heavy practice. I don't practice heavy. I don't do that anymore just because of time slash I'm not marginal returns. That's what that sounds. So that's kind of
sector 1 time is good.
But I know that Barber is a bit easier because you're not running medium downforce at Barber. There's no chance. The straights aren't too long. There's a lot of corners. So, I'll probably be in the ballpark. Yeah. Turn 5, there's that last one. So at least there's that. One other thing is
sector 2 time is good.
Emphasis on the use of I don't know if I feel that the roll bars have a bigger effect than the ND. So of course I don't have any scientific backing of that, but it's just more of a feeling thing. And I think I will probably have to use that for single race, which is fine.
That last lap was at 114.7. You're currently 0.1 off the pace. You need to find a 10th in sector 3.
In the last corner, I just have to try and avoid it, for lack of a better term. So, one last thing before I move on to the track itself is the arrow push. So I saw on the forum some did talk about it.
You're a 10th off the pace in sector 1.
Personally, I do think that maybe there is a little bit of air push. I'm not exactly sure yet. So I guess the race will kind of answer the question because it's a short lap. You're gonna, if you're fast, you're an alien, you're gonna deal with traffic. It's inevitable. So I might even get back. I don't know. So, and I know that for sure. I will definitely be in
sector 2 is 0.4 off the pace.
I might be behind someone slow. We'll kind of see about that. So moving onto the track itself. So as I said before, turn 5. Turn 5 is pretty much the surefire tracking zone.
That last lap was at 115.1. You're now 0.4 off the leader's pace. You're 2/10 off the pace in sector 3.
I used to pass, but with Indy we have push to pass. In 79 we don't have any buttons to push to go faster, so you have to rely a bit more on skill. But the passing zone is there if you need it. You just have to time turns 1 to 4, right?
Sector 1 time's okay.
But that will also answer the arrow push question, whether how bad is it or how non-existent it is. So, second set of corners is turn 7, A and B, which is basically the left-right. So
you're a 10th off the pace in sector 2.
From my experience, you usually have to take a lot of the curve. Compared to Indy, I can take a lot of the curve in 7.9 just because of how stable it is. Surprisingly, Indy is not. I don't feel very stable racing the Indy car over those curves. So that could be a passing zone, but it's probably the riskiest passing zone.
That was at 114.5. Good lap. That's your quickest today. Sector 3 is a 10th off the pace.
That section is really easy to gain 3/10, and I'm really easy section for really easy 2 or 3/10. So I guess we'll kind of see in the race. Hopefully I can do a race. Third section is the roller coaster. As I said before, it takes a lot of speed.
You're 2/10 off the pace in sector 1.
Just how much speed is just enough speed. I'm still trying to push my way through that section. I'm not exactly sure how much I can push, but I'm slowly but surely pushing. We'll kind of see
10th off the pace in sector 2.
You can gain a lot of time as well. I've been the slower guy in those racing sessions, and I can tell how much time I'm using there. hopefully I can kind of minimize that time. So the last corner as well is the final section. That left-hand sweeper. That is kind of where I died at the end of the video.
That lap was at 114.6. You're currently 0.1 off the pace. You're a tenth off the pace in sector 3.
Rear roll bar a little bit just to get more stepping. So that section's really hard. It's on entry into the second last that right-hander. It's really easy to get a lot of understeer. So we can't really. My goal there in 79 is to always try and hit the tip, go at the curb, and sweep back to the left. But if you miss it, it's not really optimal. You kind of lose trajectory around. So that's another thing to look out for. So,
sector 2 time is quick.
So yeah, I guess that's really the track. It's not a long track, but it's very technical, and I think that not just the 79. I think every series should go on the road. So you're not going to run a dirt sprint car at Barber. So
you've just done a 114.4. That's your quickest lap. You need to find a 10th in sector 3.
You want to go as front as possible. If you screw up at Road America, you still have a chance. You screw up really one passing opportunity, and the other parts of the track, you're going to have to be very brave to trust the other guy. So, given that I'm still new,
you're a tenth off the pace in sector 1.
Do the crazy passing maneuvers, but if someone's hearing this, I still might do it. So, but yeah, it's Barber's general rule of Barber is qualify as far from as possible. Make sure that if you're not the fastest, at least qualify in front of the people that are slow. So the race will, who knows what the race will be, because I don't know what's going to happen. As I said, there's other passengers. I have no idea how the car will react. So we'll kind of see. So for me, probably
that was a 114.4. That's your fastest lap today. Sector 3 times okay.
From my time in India, I am pretty aggressive. In Lotus, I will try my best to be aggressive. Road America is kind of laying back a little bit just to get used to the race, but I think that with Barber and how the track looks like and everything, I think you kind of need to be aggressive just because
you're 2 tenths off the pace in sector 1.
79 at Road America. If you're stuck behind the guy, you really lose a lot of time, especially something slower than you. So you really don't want to be in that situation here at Barber, because you just can lose 2 seconds a lap, and that's kind of your race. Like, if you're as fast as the guy ahead of you, but you're stuck behind a slower car,
you're a tenth off the pace in sector 2.
Pass by, and let's say it's a 6-second gap. Like, how are you going to make up 6 seconds before it's in pace, right? So you're going to have to rely on mistakes. So just minimize. My goal is just to minimize my mistakes, and I'm pretty sure I will have a good finish. Generally,
that last lap was at 115.0. That puts you 0.6 off the pace. You're a tenth off the pace in sector 3.
How scary the car can be on low fuel in the race. So like even at Road America, the car felt very light at the end of that run. I was catching that guy, but I kind of made some mistakes. And the rear end was really just dancing. So
you're a tenth off the pace in sector 1.
I want to avoid that in race. So I guess I believe I have rambled a lot, and I guess these are just my genuine insights on maybe 79 and Barber Motorsports. So if you enjoyed my rambling, leave a like. Write a comment saying I love
you're 2 tenths off the pace in sector 2.
Love your rambling, XOXO, and hope you have a good day. So this is me, Rant Straight 90. I have rambled for over 20 minutes. I've given my personal thoughts on the car, on the track, and I guess the race itself. Hopefully I can do a race. Hopefully I can upload.
You've just done a 114.8. You're now 0.4 off the pace. Okay, Richard, you've used half your fuel. Sector 3 is 0.5 off the pace.
Hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing me talk. I'm not used to talking this long. I even have a script right in front of me, so that was pretty good. So hopefully you have a good day, good night, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're watching this. And we will see you guys next time. Hopefully on the track, and hopefully I can put out...
Sector 1 is 0.3 off the pace.
We'll see you guys next time.
Sector 2 time is good. That lap was at 114.6. That puts you 0.2 off the pace. You're 0.2 off the pace in Sector 1. Find a 10th in Sector 2.
Oh well.